What are your thoughts on cryptocurrency?
My thoughts on cryptocurrency. Well, I've had an incredible journey with crypto. If you check my Twitter all the way back, I would say 2013, I said, pay me in Bitcoin. So all the way back, we're talking 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
And there was a time where all of my royalties, all of my revenue, I was making sure that people were actually paying me in Bitcoin all the way back then. So when I was earning the bulk of my revenue in Bitcoin, it was really trading at about $125 a coin. Fast forward to now, it's about $30,000 a coin as of today. And so I've had an incredible journey there, but I've mostly stayed invested in the flagship cryptocurrency, which is Bitcoin.
So do you ever suggest cryptocurrency to any of your clients?
Well, I actually never suggest an investment. What I mostly do is just teach them about all of the different vehicles. And we're talking about even complex derivatives in some cases, how to buy and sell promises in the stock market to earn more on your capital. I just want to make sure that I educate and really just provide a framework, let's call it a framework through which they can view their investing journey.
So you mentioned you wanted to be paid in Bitcoin for your royalties.
Yes.
So I'm not sure if you saw, but Snoop Dogg recently had a big issue with the streaming industry for musicians.
Right.
So could you talk about that? I want to know, like, how are artists getting paid with streaming?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. You can really just do a Google search and say, how much do I get per stream? And it's going to tell you it's about maybe 0.005 cents, if we want to call it. So
is this
like
better?
a half a penny or so on every single stream. So when you think about how streaming is actually working, where you can release a song and get millions and millions of streams, you just multiply those millions of streams by that percentage of a penny that you get for every stream. Now, the bottom line is that the music industry has needed to evolve. We don't have physical CDs. Maybe if you're a collector, you still have some physical vinyl. But at the end of the day, really, we want to have the entire library of all recorded music right in our pocket on our mobile device. And so companies like Spotify, and you can buy Spotify, you can own Spotify if you believe in that, companies like Apple Music, they provide those platforms, Jay-Z's Tidal, provide those platforms so that you actually can make your playlist. If you have a running playlist, you have a playlist for romance, you have a playlist for a wedding, a party, you have the ability to do it.
I want to know, is streaming better or worse than going through a record label for artists?
Well, record companies, they actually are streaming their artists as well, right?
Okay.
So the bottom line is that whether you're signed to a major or you're releasing independently, you have the same opportunity to distribute your music globally through the streaming platforms. And there are a number of aggregators. One of my favorites is Steve Stout's United Masters. You don't have to be signed to a major label. The major label is really to have some infrastructure and to have some capital behind your release. But if you've got your own infrastructure and capital, you can literally press 2 buttons, go to an aggregator, go to a distributor, and literally within 1 week, your music is available globally.
So are you at all afraid of AI's disruption in the music industry? It has its pros, but it definitely has its cons. Is it going to put some people out of business?
I believe that technology is already sort of transforming really every single aspect of our lives. And I always have approached technology from a place of embracing the technology, understanding the technology, and understanding the ways that human intelligence is differentiated from artificial intelligence. In so doing, obviously we're the ones that came up with AI. In so doing, we can understand how we can remain valuable as the landscape changes. When you look at the headlines, I think I've seen, in some of the Forbes headlines recently, that if you can be a great prompter for ChatGPT, you can be earning 6-7 figures per year. And so it is about understanding where the opportunity is. And that opportunity is really in embracing the technology, understanding the technology, mastering the technology so that you can actually benefit from it. And I believe that that goes for any industry that may, want to put new and emerging technology at arm's length, what I found is that great companies that lean into research and development, they find that they're able to accelerate their place in the future of what our economy and what our world is going to look like.
So